One of the things I'll tell people is that all of us are hurting. We're hurting from our past, we're hurting from our present, and life happens the way it happens. One of the things I'll advise you is not to blame yourself, is to commit to start the journey of healing and to get in contact with the right people who are going to support your journey so that you can start the process. And this is not a journey that will take today or tomorrow. It is a journey that will take a while. But when you commit to it, I can assure you there's a way out of this process. So commit yourself and start the journey. Forget about what happened. You're not the problem. And it's not that time to start blame game. It's just time to just start the healing and meet the right people. Thank you.
Welcome to Warrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the charms, and the resilient warriors in the society. Join us as we are on a journey to empower, to break stigma, to heal, and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Wilda. Welcome to Warrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the charms, and the resilient warriors in the society. Join us as we are on a journey to empower, to break stigma, to heal, and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Wilda. To Warrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the charms, and the resilient warriors in our society. We embark on a journey of breaking stigma, healing minds, and empowering and finding the warrior within. Join us at Warrior Within on Artec TV every Wednesday from 8 p.m. Please subscribe, like, and just share to everyone. Today in studio, we really have an amazing guest who is a mental health advocate, who is also going to talk about narcissistic relationship. Our guest, Mr. Derek, can you just introduce yourself to our viewers?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Derek Masaba Were. Passionate about things to do with mental health, issues concerning young people. Personally, I've also had struggles with matters to do with mental health, and that is how I found myself being interested in this subject on mental health, and that is why I'm here today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to our studios today and also enlightening people on a various aspects in mental health. Derek, when we talk about mental health, because I know you are an expert in that field, what is mental health in general?
Mental health, according to different terminologies, including that from the World Health Organization, states that it is a state of well-being in which an individual can handle their stresses, their daily life stresses, and still be able to be productive. Or nikitumia Kiswahili, unaweza kuwa na stress, but unaweza manage your stress, could do other things in your life. So when we define mental health, it is a state where unaweza kuwa na the normal stress of life, but still it doesn't limit you to do what you do in a day-to-day life, whether it's working, whether it's going to school, whether it's, meeting your daily needs. That is now the definition of mental health. So when you are unable to kishindwa kabisa to manage your mental state, that is when we now consider it mental distress, a stress that can escalate to many other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in just a snap bit, mental health, it's advocating that it is okay to have stress, but on the other hand, it is how do you get to manage this stress so that it doesn't get to a burnout. So that
yes. Maybe we define in a better way. All of us are stressed every day.
Yeah.
Different situations from morning and evening. Lazima uko na stress. Hawezi hapa stress.
Hata mtu akona pesa.
Waking up in the morning is stressful. I don't know if there's anybody who has ever been excited to wake up in the morning. Most of the time, making a decision, whether it's in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, is stressful. Committing to something is stressful. Finishing your assignment is stressful. All these things are stressful. During the day, somebody will disappoint you. I mean, they will have a toll on you. You will be rejected for some things. During the day, your friends will have issues with their parents, you'll have issues in school, you have issues at work. There is no perfect day. So having the information that mental health already acknowledges that stress is part of life. We cannot avoid stress. What we can only manage to do is how do we cope with it in a better way. So we should never at any point lie to anybody that you can be stress-free. That is totally lying to people. Even depression, as we're going to discuss, I mean, depression, sometimes you cannot avoid it completely. If you have lost your loved one, I mean, you will pass through this stage of depression. All you need to know is that it is a stage you'll pass through, but when you're having the right support, you'll overcome it. When something happens and somebody, mtu amekuacha because umepata bola, amekuacha something just happened and then you parted ways, as somehow you'll be in a stage called depression. But that is not the end of life. All we're saying is you can come out of that stage when you have the right support and when you acknowledge that this is a stage through healing that I have to pass through. So for a mental health advocate is basically alerting the public or alerting young people, because I mean, we're talking about young people, that these are stages that you have to pass through. And if it happens, there are right procedures or right ways to be able to overcome, other than now telling people that there's no stress, you can be stress-free, you can be depressed-free. Yeah, so basically in a nutshell, that is mental health.
Yes, so Derek, leo tuko na interesting topic yenye tunaenda kuongelelea. Huko kwa mtaa ama hata social media unapatananga na story, mtu anasema tell me about your ex. My ex was toxic. Was a nani?
Of course, watu wanapenda narcissist. Let me just start from your point here. My ex is, I mean, by the time ulikuwa na tolerate mse toxic, inamaanisha kuna vitu ulikuwa nazo ikamwata. Imagine things that are not possible. They always see themselves like ni kama wamefika level like in Elon Musk. Unaona? Their dreams, of course people should not be stopped from dreaming big, but zao ni ideas that they don't build towards it. It is just a sense of feeling themselves, and also a way of trying to make people respect them. And also they want to associate with the who's and who's, you know. So narcissists are people who life evolves around them. And sometimes, in most cases, you will know a narcissist if you have gotten deeper in a relationship with them. Mtu wa friend wa kawaida hizi jua narcissists, because they are nice to other people, but your niceness ni a way of the world seeing that they are nice. They're doing anything to ensure that they maintain a status quo. But wewe mwenye umezama ndani, hautawahi, wewe utakuwa unajua by the umse
simpoa.
Si
vile watu wanaona uko.
Yeah, and the trouble with the narcissist, kama uko in a deeper relationship with them, other people in the world will never say they are narcissist. In fact, ukisema ni chali yako ama ex wako ni narcissist ama boss wako ni narcissist, watakupiga. Because he has been nice to them, anawabayanga vitu, anawafanya wana feel poor, they are good, they are charismatic people. They have a way of wooing people and speaking nice. I mean, kuna tu venye in public limelight there are people who you want to admire. I mean, their success. And of course, on average, most narcissists are successful people.
Yeah, in fact, that is what I wanted to tell you. I just researched in Quora, and nikiangalia posts mingi za Quora, people talking about their experience with narcissists. I saw a post where mtu alikuwa anasema that the only positive thing with narcissists, it is that they are always successful, because that factor that you have said, the world revolves around them. So they work hard to have that power, to have money, so which they can use now to swindle you. No, but sometimes the problem is, why is a narcissist empty at heart?
I mean, it's a personality disorder.
It's something that someone is born with.
There's a high probability you're born with. Though it's not genetic, there are so many factors that can build a person to become a narcissist. If you are living with a narcissistic parent, there is a high probability you will become a narcissist, you know? So there are many who are just born normal kids, but because of the environment they grew up in, they, became narcissistic. It's just like a psychopath and a sociopath. Psychopath has been born to be psychopath. Sociopath is somebody socializing and becoming a psychopath in a because of being socialized to become a sociopath. So I can say on average, narcissists are people who have grown in an environment that has made them kukuja kukuwa narcissistic. Unaona? So of course they're always successful, as we were speaking. They're always thinking about what and then their sense of success is outward, it's not within.
They want to show.
To be able to show, to be able to conquer, to be able to win. That is how they feel successful. A normal and average person, they don't need necessarily to win. Mimi by the way kuna days naona nime vitu zimeenda baya sana, but nikienda home mimi na feel poa. Mimi naweza pika ugali omena and I feel good about it. Yeah.
Lakini narcissist lazima akule nyama.
Akule nyama ndio, but their sense of pride is people must see. See, so that food. Even when they're buying something for you, it is a show off. They're not doing it out of good. Inzakuwa ni food, see what I say. Inzakuwa ni food, but it's a show off. Know that they have power, they have control, and they can manage whoever they want to manage. You know, it's always about them. When you're having a conversation with a narcissist, before you go along in a conversation, they will turn it to be about them. It's not about hearing you. They don't have more interest to hear you. It's about you hearing how they're making it in life, you know? And they always want to be in spaces where they are the sense of attention. If they go to a place and then they realize they are potentially other narcissistic or people who have charisma and people can focus on them, watatoka hiyo place. Kama ni kwa wata feel like hata unaweza kuambia by the mimi sitaki kukaa hapa. Hawa sio wanajisikia. But because it doesn't give him room to feel that yeye ndo msee kusema hapo. So I mean we can discuss about narcissists the whole day. These are people who, it's about them. Life starts with them and ends with them. Yeah.
Alafu umesema that like for me, if I complain that my ex was a narcissist, first I should start with me. I'm the one now who attracted this narcissist. And you have said there's some characters that this narcissist saw in me that attracted him to me.
Yeah.
What are some of the characters that narcissists are always attracted to?
It's a good question. A narcissist cannot attract a normal person who has been raised in a good normal environment.
For sure.
Haiwezi. Their friendship, their relationship will end as soon as it started. Narcissists attract brokenness. One thing about narcissists is started, how ni wase wenye, they first of all, they know there is something existing in you, that you come from an empty home. Because you come from an empty home, you can be even from an empty home, whether the parents were both there or not. Doesn't mean if your father was there, your mother was there, you didn't come from an empty. Emptiness can mean they were not supporting you, they didn't affirm you, they didn't make you feel like you're a girl or you're a man, you know. So ama in your family, they trained you to be a nice person. A nice person when you unataka kufurahisha watu, you want to please them, you always want to follow them and all this. So a narcissist attracts a nice person. Somebody just wants to be nice, to make other people feel cool. Maybe there's an emptiness that was in your family. By the time a narcissist is building a relationship with somebody from an empty family, they fill you with a lot of good things. It can be promises, it can be gifts. And they spoil you. And all this journey of spoiling you is to take your power. So you're going to be, they bring the aspect of codependency. They don't give you break to think about yourself independently. They're always constantly about you. Hi, how are you? They'll call you during the late night, during the day. Like they want to make you completely lose yourself. But the way they come to you is a way that they want to save you. You know, they act as saviors in the lives of people who come from brokenness. And watu wanatoka from brokenness, most of the time wanapendanga tu kukua clingy. Wanapenda kushikilia, hold on. And then wanakuja na fear ya, maybe one day I'll lose you. But because they don't want to lose you, they hold on you completely. Maybe in their life, walikuwa either losing can be completely because of death. Inaweza kuwa losing because they had parents, but their parents didn't love them so much. They were disconnected. Their brothers didn't show them love. They used to love other people within their home. But narcissists anataka kuja sasa completely heal that gap, quote unquote heal that gap. And narcissists do this also by ensuring that they cut ties you have with other people. So this is one of the ways a narcissist can completely deal with you. And I make sure polepole anakwambia, ai, unafikirianga aje kuhusu bro wako? Ama unafikirianga aje kuhusu wale mabeshte yako mademu? So within a short time or within a long time, unapata siku hizi upendi kuongea na mabeshte yako, ni yeye. To the point akisha kuwa sure most of the people who are supporting you, most of the people who are pushing reason in your brain, hawayuko, sasa ndio kudeal na wewe. So who attracts a narcissist? Somebody who is broken. A narcissist doesn't thrive where people have their own opinion. They thrive where people don't have opinion. They thrive where people just say yes, okay, I will come. They want people who will obey their commands without questioning. If you start questioning a narcissist, if you start questioning why you want us to go this way, ataona umse ni fala. In short, atacheki auingiani na plan yake. So in other ways anakofanya umse hata atusaidiangi. So that's this tukisikia anambia msee huyu msaidiangi, it is from a point of they don't want to play their game.
Na inamaanisha you are good.
You are average good. You are independent and normal.
And you can't be manipulated.
You can't be manipulated because they thrive in manipulation. Day in, day out, their game of numbers is manipulation. When they know you're about to leave that relationship and you're coming to think, they also start again playing, how do you call it? They playing nice and they shift things. But I'm sorry. Of course, they don't mean sorry. They're trying to see how foolish you are that you're leaving. I mean, they want to bring you back. So we're not narcissists. I mean,
they want to test my foolishness.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, akisha malizana na wewe huwa anapataga mwingine. They get suppliers. So they survive with so wewe kama unakuwa kwa relationship na narcissist, wewe ni supplier kwake. To feel the intimacy. Wewe si msee. Wewe uko tu hapo ndo wadili na wewe.
Yes. Kuna kitu moja Derek amesema. Narcissist akirealize uko na mabeshte wako na reasoning, ana make sure ame cut off our say. Yani ataki uko na mtu mwenye ako na akili. So it makes sure you have people who don't just who can't even empower you. Amazing conversation we're having here with Derek just about narcissist people, and wonderful conversation we're having here with our guest, who is a mental health advocate, Mr. Derek Were. And Derek has said that a narcissist will make sure that he or she cuts off the relationship you have with other people so that he can have power over you. The power to make decisions, the power also to associate, controls whatever you're associating with. And one thing Derek has said is that for you to attract a narcissist, then it means you also are the problem. Maybe you have not healed or you are also dealing with traumas. Join us next after we take a break as we talk more about what narcissist people do in relationships. Thank you. Welcome to Warrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the triumphs, and the resilient warriors in the society. Join us as we are on a journey to empower, to break stigma, to heal, and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Winda.
I'm showing that I love her, or I'll beat her so that I can show her she's not the special one, I'm the best one, so that she can submit to me. You know, you misquote the Bible, even spiritually. You hear preachers or men of God misquoting the Bible, be submissive. But then, how will I be submissive to a man who is abusive? You see, you're forcing me to submit to you, yet you're not giving back what the Bible also told you, that you should love me. You see, so such things are things that we need to talk about. We need to make people aware. We need to ensure the nation and everyone knows, so that you take caution. Hello, I'm Angeline Waithera Gracious, a teacher and also an advocate for gender-based violence and, of course, family as the basic unit of the community. I'd like to invite you all to kindly like, share, and subscribe to AdTech Television Network and radio program. Yeah, karibuni sana.
Wogo. Duniani kila mtu na siku yake ya kubarikiwa, kila mtu na siku yake. Duniani kila mtu na siku yake ya kubarikiwa.
Hujambo mtazamaji wangu na karibu tena kwenye AdTech TV, na bila shaka ni MC Sura Mbaya na kuleta kipindi chako cha Dunda na Wasanii.
Kwa hivyo Ruto anajua 2027 hamtakuwa na yeye, na kama ukecheza kama wewe Rigathi Godwana, hata kama unatumanaga na Shiko Godwana, ungekuwa uko your safer side, a little better. Hata Mungu ataona umetumia akili, Mungu ataona umefanya vizuri, umwondokee mapema.
entitled Heart of Madari. People struggling for survival, not knowing what tomorrow holds. Congested from our homes, lies a big garbage. From right to left, blockade sewages and stagnant water. Children struggling for food, together with the
sisters. This is Bible Expedition, a program through which we are journeying through the Bible by studying, reading, teaching, to understand the mysteries that are hidden in the Word of God. The program will be live every Sunday from 8 in the evening. Welcome each day. Kindly subscribe, share, and comment. I am your host, Brother Kennedy Apindi.
Welcome to Warrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the triumphs, and the resilient warriors in the society. Join us as we are on a journey to empower, to break stigma, to heal, and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Wilda. Engaging conversation we are having here behind the scenes with my producer. Ameniambia kitu moja. Mambo ya mapenzi, mambo ya relationship, jamani, usiwahi advice watu. Watu wamelala kitanda moja, achana nayo. Welcome back to Warrior Within Show on Atec TV. My wonderful guest here, Derek. We are talking about narcissistic relationships. Derek, now we were talking about before to end the break, ulikuwa unaongea kuhusu that narcissist ata make sure amecut relationships na watu una value sana na make sure umekuwa lonely. Now can we just build up on that, and what I can just ask ni mbona why does a narcissist cut relationships with the people you value so much? I thought that in fact he should be just close to the people who you value so that he can keep you.
So from narcissist life evolves around them. Now because life evolves around them, the intention is wewe uko hapo in their life to entertain them.
Si mapenzi.
Hakuna mapenzi. Ukishaingia kwa relationship uko peke yako. Whatever they're doing with you is for their own fulfillment. It's not about you. It's about them. Always about them. The trouble with the relationship with narcissists, they come from homes where they were trained to supply others. They were trained to only feel good when somebody else is feeling good. They were trained to feel hurt when somebody else is feeling hurt. They were trained to emotionally depend upon another person. So huyo mzee akiwa kwa relationship I feel like anything is wrong. I feel like things are okay. But your relationship ako peke yake. Narcissist anakuwa the moment ushaingia fully in, whether it's at friendship level ama ni relationship level, anafanya vitu zingine zake, anakuwa anakatia madeni. Na life ina move on. But huwezi toka because I mean sometimes huwezi toka because uko tied religiously, you feel like it's wrong to get out, you need to fight. Zingine umeshaambiwa na watu wengine ati relationship kuna issues and fights, but if yako ni baby, hati yako ni baby, hiyo si relationship, hiyo uko solo.
Na mbona inakuanga ngumu by the way to break from such ties?
It is difficult to discuss. Hauna msemo mwingine mwenye unadepend.
Asha cut off our say.
Amewakat off. Number 2, uliko kwa honeymoon like almost for a year. Sometimes can even be stretched more than a year. Honeymoon ya narcissist. Akaona by their life is beautiful in their life. Now can invest everything ndani yao.
Emotionally, mentally,
financially. Hata ikwambia saizi mtumie. Utamtumia hata kama una utakopa. So literally they have chained you. To the point life can only exist inside them, not without them. So it is difficult unless, I mean, even God can come through.
Hapo ni God. Alafu sijui au manarcissist tujuanga by the way wakisha kushika. Because I've really read cases of narcissists, and most people complain that narcissists are never bothered. Hata ukimwambia unamwacha leo, ashtukangi yako tu. Na ni kweli, I think do they know utamwacha tu juu umwachangi, hata ukimwambia unamwacha umwache. Or even hata mkiachana, that person will come back na bado utapata tu umemkubali.
Okay, narcissist anaweza kosa kushtuka ukimwacha in the event there were other supplies. Such a case, haiwezi shtuka.
Alafu now talking of a narcissist having other supplies, as a woman, I'm having a narcissistic man, will I notice when a nurse has started having other supplies? Because one thing umesema, nurses ni kukunyonya tu anakunyonya. Unaona, whatever he or she wants from you. Na the moment ataenda kwa supply mwingine, sina maanisha wote Kenya anataka kutoka kwako ishaisha. Unajuangaje?
Inaweza kuwa ijaisha.
Oh,
Inaweza kuwa ijaisha. Sasa supply inaweza kuwa different things. Haimaanishi completely is one person. Inaweza kuwa ni different areas. Inaweza kuwa in supply at that point pia financially unamsaidia. Inaweza kuwa you are successful. Unajua nurses also attract not just anybody. They also attract people who have potential in success. So unajua you are a social capital. Kuna vitu zingine unafanya unaweza connect in terms of career opportunities, network. So tayari haizi kucut off. Kuna some aspect of you lazima ubakishe. Unless that value within you imekuwa shrunk, na uwezi supply anything great in a specific area or whichever thing you're doing, that is where unaweza kuacha. For example, somebody is extremely beautiful, lakini wewe unaweza kufanya. Most likely unaweza kuacha because maybe you couldn't bring that value. So supply is equal to 1%.
Ama kama uko na pesa imeanza kuisha.
It's a whole community. We're very smart in targeting. So I use supply 1%. It's always a whole. It's what people are doing a relationship because they're dating, and then there's another supply of. I mean, they want to feel socially powerful, politically powerful, economically powerful. So I mean, it's a whole community of other people.
Okay.
But for relationship purposes, of course, unaweza kunotice when focus in the shift. Because ukiwa honeymoon alikuwa anakupatia 200% focus, anza kupigia 3 hours phone call. Akwambia mtu na feel like msemo na kosoa peke. Anaambia familia yake ilikuwa anapatia detail by detail experience. Of course anajua psychologically, nikianza ku open up to a woman, for example as a man, nimwambie integrity things, nianze kumwambia how she's beautiful, nianze kumwambia vitu na nini. I'm love bombing, I'm giving, I don't feel like I've never felt this kind of love.
Yeah.
You know, this is the skies.
This is the man I was praying for.
Babu yako unafeel watu wengine wanajipenda wajipenda. Unafeel na leo vijana.
Sasa hiyo ndio ni upumbavu kweli jamani. Because ananipea kitu nilikuwa nataka. Ananipea attention, ananipea time, ananipea gifts.
Na nimekwambia na sisi tuna attract watu kwa empty. Kitu unataka unafaa kwanza na wewe unafaa kujipatia.
Ngoja. Nikitaka gift, okay. Nikitaka love inamaanisha sina love.
Kama uko so much obsessed with love, hauwezi love. Hata Bible inasema love your neighbor as yourself. Hauwezi love mseka unapenda from what part of you.
Yenyewe hakuna.
So sisi tuna attract mse empty. Ndio unajua unataka hii hapa. Anajua labda unapenda gado.
Ana make sure amekupia do.
Spoiler, si ndio kulibata anajua kuna kitu anapata from you. But mostly hawezi kupatia do. Just akupatia do kuna wewe anataka kupiga kuswindo. Kuna mwenye ashapiga bila.
Hiyo ni wash. Utarudisha hiyo. Well, the world is not fair. Now, assuming I've realized that I'm in a narcissistic relationship, what are some of the things I should do?
That's also a good question. So, mimi nasema nishawahi kuwa in such a situation. Me so about counseling about these things from experience.
Ulikapitia?
Nilipitia na
life no balance.
So one of the things, of course, I'm not saying that people should use exactly my example, but there are many other options. For me, I don't know how it happened, but nilijipananaza kuona content mingi za narcissistic people and all these kind of things. So nilikuwa na content mingi, and then nikianza kucheck the list ya narcissist, na tiki kila kitu.
Enye kuko hiyo msee.
Mine haikuwa relationship as say, ilikuwa more of related to work. Haikuwa relationship. But kila tick boxes mingi, na tick boxes mingi. And then, so your desire ilianza kukua. Day 1, day 2, day 3, because I mean, ilianza kuwa na curiosity. So the more you're ticking the boxes, the more you're like, nilikuwa nafikiria hapa ni normal way of treating people, but thought mambo mimi sana kwa nini. Nafaa make a move, some of these things. So the more I was watching the content, the more I was studying and reading. Sasa kwa okay. So to start hiyo content itakusaidia kujiongelea but later on siki tunafanya over time. It takes months and 10 years. Because I realized okay, nilikuja kujua way later that I'm the problem. Kwa hiyo unaweza kujonga narcissist, utakuwa tu na blame, una blame tu watu. Mama is a narcissist, my father is a narcissist, my uncle is a narcissist. But until you get level you realize by there the problem was you. Nilikuwa na hizo behaviors, nilikuwa tried hivyo kwa hivyo na hapo kutekesha watu, na hapo kwa nice people, mtu akitaka na kama niko na moja na hapo tena hapo kumpea. Unaweza kuget hizo choices. The moment tunaanza ku work slowly towards hizo tunafanya kweli. Au na sister na watakuwa yes. Si ati wewe unaacha kwa tafuta ndio stop kitu.
Juu umejitambua.
Ungeza na sister kaza kuna unajitambua kwa sababu anakukata.
Juu you will not feed his ego or her ego. Aya, now bado hujajibu like sasa nitachanaje na msi?
Wachana si nianza na knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah. Nimeji-accept.
Of course, knowledge unaanza to know that this one is a narcissist. Number 2, kama ulikuwa umecut off watu walikuwa wanakwambia kwa msesi ni poa, jaribu kurekindle such relationship. Unaona? Ama professionally get counselors. Kama unaweza, I'm trying to avoid also counselors directly because ukiangalia normal life, kwenda kuna counselors si mchezo.
Manze hiyo do.
Kama ni pesa kidogo for 1 hour it's 2,000. Hiyo ni pesa. So I'm trying to also look at all other avenues. Basi walikuwa nakwambia sio yeye msemi nini. Anza kuelewa. Kama kuna wabishi yako ushaona unajua kesi ya mtasi. Waulize about it. Kama unajua kuna organization na kama hizo get to know what wanafanya, unaona. So the moment tuanza ku bring in a team, the easiest way is now to bring people who are going to help you. Uwezi heal peke. Ukisema una heal peke yako, hiyo relationship itakuwa narudi 1000 times. Unatoka leo kesho.
You need people.
Lazima you must have a community of people who are just people wenye wako aware wanaweza jistand for. No sio rahisi. It takes time because umezoea kufikiria watu wengine emotionally.
Yeah. Sasa
ukianza kupata mtu anataka kusaidia, una feel like sio kitu yako. So it's a whole process. But nimesema tu get good support from people who at least have knowledge about counseling.
Nimefurahi vile umesema kitu moja. Kujitambua tu. Once umejitambua, utadeal na narcissist tena.
Kujitambua from somebody who is a narcissist. You take more than 1 year.
Yeah,
they don't check it.
No, you know breaking.
Having knowledge about something and living day by day to be able to assume the knowledge, to start picking friends based on that knowledge. Another thing that is a long. See it one day. Ndio kwa gym, si ati unaga gym 2 weeks na
unakuwa na flat tummy
3 weeks. Unajua hiyo stories za jaba. Lazima check time.
Ati reduce tummy in 1 week.
Hiyo stories za jaba. Lazima check kwa sasa ingia gym miaka 5 wazee unga wewe kwani wewe ni nani?
Kama me I'm offering myself as a psychologist. Please you can break with a narcissist in 1 week. Come to me at a fair fee. Maze unasema kurudi kutoka na kurudi na kwa narcissistic relationship ni very easy.
Ni easy. Na ukitoka kwa relationship kama hiyo, be single for a good time, kama 2-3 years. Wewe zitoka shida zingine pia we don't heal because we have never experienced single. Umetoka kwa relationship umeingia kwa hii hapa. Hata ujiulize shida ilikuwa nini? Hata ujuangi kasirika unafanyanga nini? Ujuangi kile zinakasirisha. Au ujuangi hata unapumwanga aje. Tuanze tuna kidogo ndogo hata get time to know yourself so that because this thing will help. You know, the way some of the things I'm saying without experience, it will take a while to just to reflect on some of the things you do.
Na by the way, ulifanyanga nini by the way? Your healing journey after now breaking from that narcissist environment. Ni vitu gani ulifanyanga at least zika help your healing process?
Maybe inside me the fact that I had a good support system.
That is friends.
Yeah, friends, and then we got ourselves counseling, I need the counselors, and we discuss, we talk. The other thing I was doing my best to study counseling, research personally, classwork, watching a lot of videos. There's a lady that has very good videos on narcissistic personalities, on which anybody who knows Dr. Romani, I mean, worldwide she's known for being a narcissist doctor to help people who have been, wounded, with this journey. We get millions of videos, I mean, hundreds of videos where Dr. Romani concerning the same thing. So I think and then commitment. Was when you're going to commit. You want to start committing to it today, and then tomorrow you're going.
Missy Jesus.
So I mean, commitment is also key in this time. You're not committed to do that. Sadly, you will not heal.
Oh, so ni wewe tu ujikubali.
Ujikubali, useme niko hapa.
Na commit to that healing, because usipo commit
the healing, say, hii journey na tuja take a while. I don't know how long, but let me start this one. You will become better. But kama utaki kuanza hiyo journey ni
You know, my mother always tell me one thing. There is always somebody for everyone. Mmoja ananiambianga si wote tutaoa, si wote tutaolewa. Na hizi days kuna watu wengi bado ni nurses. People are always complaining of nurses. Who nurses anaweza oa kweli? Can a narcissist commit to marriage or commit to parenting?
Narcissists will get married. I mean, narcissists are always in a relationship. The only thing that happens is, ukisha get your relationship, unaelewa mostly women who want to be, or women who value family, that wanapata go hold on that in that relationship to nature, hawajaolewa majaoa, kuacha. Even if they take care of the kids, is for publicity. Anything they do is purposely very strategic. They don't do it because they want to do it. But they can very sure maybe they're targeting that thing on that period of time. And all those things.
I'm a responsible parent.
Yeah. I mean, they get married. I mean, it doesn't mean that even people get married. Kama lazima uge pregnant.
Sembuse wewe.
What about narcissist?
Ni moto. Aya, alafu another thing is tumongelelea tu nini narcissism in terms of romantic relationship. Can we just also talk about narcissism in terms of also parenting? Because do we have parents who are narcissists, and what effect does it have to kids?
A kid who has been raised by a narcissist, the kid will become a supply to another narcissist. You know, most of the time, maybe you don't discuss, 80% of people marry their parents.
Yes, very true.
You marry the man who looks like your father, the behaviors, the patterns, and all these kind of things. 80% because we don't get to grow out of our own traumas. So, mwenye amekuwa raised na narcissist, atakuwa comfortable kuolewa na narcissist. So, ni transfer of power, ni toka lile ama toka lile. Anapatia tu, ni battle anapatia tu. Your husband what you want, keep on doing what the parents are doing. So that is the trauma they live.
So a narcissist raises a narcissist.
As a supplier. Kuna watoto wawili anaweza raise. Not all of the kids. Kuna mtoto mmoja atakuwa supplier. Atakuwa anasaidia narcissist kuexist. Kuna mtoto mwingine kwa narcissist atakuwa narcissist. Ataoa mtu mwenye akotajia brother yake na supplier. So they normally have those kind of kuna lazima kuna hiyo mix, hiyo blend. Atakuwa narcissist, atakuwa supplier narcissist. Yeah, because parents mostly they don't favor all the kids. Kuna moja na mtumii sasa particular way kwa wengine wamefanya kuwe patterns kama yao.
Yeah, true. Unaenda kuwa victim of circumstance as a kid. Now another question is now I realize that I was raised in a narcissistic environment and I'm in my adulthood, but I really want now to break that bondage and redefine myself as an adult who was raised in such an environment. What are some of the steps to do to avoid marrying my mother or to avoid marrying my father?
I'll try to answer that question. Your question is also in two parts. I don't know whether I'm talking to somebody who is married or married.
Wants to be married,
about to get
but
married.
Doesn't want to get married to his narcissistic father or his
The only solution is to start healing. Until you are at a ground. I'm not saying that you will heal completely when you get married.
Yes.
Nobody heals completely.
It's true.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of starting and then being in a position that is better. When you start healing from narcissistic issues, one of the things that will shift, that you'll notice by the way you are healing, your circle will change. Come on, heal from narcissistic patterns na kuna circle yako will change. The same friends you used to have, you are comfortable with them, you continue to namaanisha tu you are acquiring knowledge.
But you are not acting on the knowledge. So most likely the next relationship you are making, it need the same too.
Kuna knowledge. The difference is that knowledge. kuna knowledge. But the first thing ukianza kukua aware na kuanza kutake steps na nini, unaanza kurealize by the relationship yangu na umse anampigianga simu mimi nisikie story zake. Umse anampigianga ni mkole, umse anampigianga ananiambia ni ako mahali amekwama, nitokee. Ama kuna shughuli anafanyanga ndio tunafanya the same project, but mimi naona tu mse huwa na show up kwa umse. So hizo vitu zinaanza kutrigger. Realize by the wait. Pole pole unaanza kukata, pole pole unaanza kukata, unaanza kukata. Kumbe can survive. And then nizafika point yenye pia unajipata una obesity. Still you get yourself into. But then unaanza kupata pole unaanza kuattract the right people. Mtu mwenye tu anakuita na kwambia ile kwa watu mshindaji yako iko aje wanaweza. Kuna watu wanakoka hivyo that we also about it. There are people that like unaweza kuwa msick. Mimi naweza kuelezea unaweza kuwa msick na kumbe msanii anaacha job na kuwa achukue gari mbio kuja nicheka hapo
without any cost.
Without any cost, they can buy anything, but they don't expect me to buy anything for them. That, and I can also do the same. Like it's a more, they can also call me when they go down. I can call them when they go down. So it's a process. So ukianza ku attract such kind of relationships, friendships, that is when you can be comfortable. But kama hujafika hapo, be sure your decision of making a relationship another narcissist. Maybe unapata tu narcissist si mbaya sana.
Mwenye hajajanjaruka. Mshamba na sisi. Mshamba alafu ule
mshamba. Unajua na sisi ndio wengi ni narcissist. Hata ukimwambia kwanza kajabu.
Kama umemtusi.
Hata ikubali. So, yeah. It's me. Me, I want people to know who are watching and listening. You will never point a finger unless you have healed yourself. Can we start with Derek? Have I healed? If I have healed, the probability of me getting to a narcissist is almost zero. But for as long as I'm not healed, I'm always saying, oh, sijui pastor ni narcissist, sijui church. You'll always see other people as the bad ones. But the question is, when you uzaliwa aje ndio unamtibu the bad ones? Can't always be. And then, the other thing is to move away from blame, even with your parents. They do whatever they do, whether they are narcissistic or not. Some of them were trained that they don't have this myth that is a... Mtoto alikuwa, alikuwa a carrier, tu yaje jua narcissist, aje so much for narcissism. Forgive them, move on. Wewe sasa pia kujiforgive and then start attracting the right people. Like always got that clear to spend for the angle, mimi mshazeeka. Move on.
Mshazeeka, move on. Now, can you also explain to us when people say they are in a work narcissistic environment? Hiyo inaweza kuwa nini?
What's in this video? Okay, there's some of the nature of our life. The fact that
in work.
Yeah, in era of capitalism where profits are better than people, and regardless of what you do, how you do, our priorities, profits, not people, at any expense.
Yes.
So I mean, for the fact that you're working in a space where you are not valued, you are heard in terms of concern, and your opinion is not of value. I mean, you start to consider, I mean, in the course of narcissistic, but you place toxic. You can be working beyond the times you've agreed. I'm not saying that you work for 8 hours. Because I agree because of the nature and the need of work, I will extend yes, meaning, and I understand sometimes you want to come to work for years. But you cannot like them, you have to, and then they don't respect your boundaries. They cross your boundaries anyhow they want, and they feel like they own you. They feel like they've done a lot of things for you. They feel like your success is upon their name, and they feel like, I mean, whatever you can do is them that they have the button in their life to switch off and on. And I mean that is a good time for you to start thinking. Normal.
You have to rethink.
You have to rethink. It's the same as you quit job. Unaweza kuwa na wewe una survive. Because I mean, if you can say you quit job and then there was a
uta survive aje?
You have to see pole tunaweza kosa kwa relationship inaweza exit, but work you can take a time.
Ama I can just put boundaries. Akiniambia na it is not in my will to do so, I just say I'm not in a position.
The issue na ikianza kwa hivyo, slowly you can utakia in the relationship, and even sometimes they even pay you a particular way because you are a supplier to them. So hiyo ni advice tu, say take time kama nafaa ku study more ama kuangalia opportunities elsewhere. Anza kuangalia. But kama imekuwa extremely bad, ndio kuna zingine ziko extremely bad, extreme abuse that I mean I had a friend mwenye alikuwa na extreme abuse ile yenye ina affect hadi kwenye analeta mtoto wake na wife wake na things of messy. Ali resign kama aliandika email kama amechelewa kwa ofisi, email akaishedule saa fulani itafikia, akaswitch simu yake akaenda Mombasa kwa biashara yake huko for 2 weeks. Alikuwa shambia wife ana quit, alikuwa ameachia wife some money, sometimes kwa round for a while. By the time really things hazikuwa clear, at least the wife was working. But saizi hata wale walipata jobs na gigs na life ikamuka.
Yeah, cause manze wezi trade this.
Wezi
trade this. You can't.
Garbage in garbage out. Hakuna peleka garbage yako lakini kwa watu kama kwa
bas na hiyo sasa ndo tutakuwa tunaendeleza another cycle of also narcissism or peer cycles, kwa sababu vile umesema tu garbage in garbage out. Whatever you receive, that is what you will give. If you receive hate, you just give hate. If you receive love, you will give love. Okay, thank you so much. We are taking a break, and one thing Derek has just said is for you to break narcissistic relationship, first you have to have knowledge. Second, you have to accept yourself, because for you to attract a narcissist doesn't go to a complete person. Narcissists always choose emptiness. It means you are empty. First, heal the traumas, accept yourself, and now work on yourself and make sure you break that narcissistic relationship, because if you don't break it, it's going to take a toll on you emotionally, mentally, or even financially, and you will just end up having no peace. Stay tuned. Welcome to Warrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the triumphs, and the resilient warriors in the society. Join us as we are on a journey to empower, to break stigma, to heal, and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Wilda. Welcome back to our Tech TV. It is Warrior Within Show. I'm your host, Wilda Magenya. And as we wind up on the show about narcissistic relationship, can you just have a final, a conclusion of what we were discussing from our amazing guest, Derek?
My final thoughts, I think I'd say we are all healing from something. None of us is perfect. I know one of the things we normally do is to blame ourselves, to hurt on ourselves. But the best thing is to accept where you are. I can start. One of the things I'll tell people is that all of us are hurting. We're hurting from our past, we're hurting from our present, and life happens the way it happens. One of the things I'll advise you is not to blame yourself, is to commit to start the journey of healing and to get in contact with the right people who are going to support your journey so that you can start the process. And this is not a journey that will take today or tomorrow. It is a journey that will take a while. But when you commit to it, I can assure you there's a way out of this process. So commit yourself and start the journey. Forget about what happened. You're not the problem. And it's not that time to start blame game. It's just time to just start the healing and meet the right people. Thank you.
Yes. Just as what he has said. A very wise conversation we have had here, and I'm really enlightened and very much knowledgeable than I was a few hours ago. So, Derek, I want us to do a challenge called the Off-Course Challenge, and we are just going to create awareness and sensitization to our viewers about just roughly a narcissistic person. So I'm going to start, then we'll pick up from it. Okay. So, of course, I'm a narcissist. I feed on other person.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I attract excellence.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I look for people who have trauma.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I always use people.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I guilt trap people to be with me.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. All my relationships are from people who are my suppliers.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I will treat a stranger better than I treat a person I'm in a relationship with.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. People know I'm good, but those who are close to me are hurting.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. Material things really make sense to me rather than relationships and people's hearts.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I get happy when I'm controlling other people.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I will always portray I'm happy, yet inside I'm like a lion.
Of course, I'm a narcissist, and your feelings don't matter to me.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I will tell good people that they're clingy, they're nagging, and they do not know themselves.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. When you're about to leave, I will start guilt-tripping you so that you can get back with me.
Of course, I'm a narcissist. I will always look for a person who does not know himself or herself.
Of course, I'm a narcissist, and I don't know I'm a narcissist.
Oh, yes. It's a final for us. It's a Warrior Within show on Atech TV. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and share to as many people so that people get to know whatever the relationships they're dealing with. Thank you so much. I'm your host, Wilda Magenya, our wonderful guest who was in studio, Derek Uwere. Thank you so much. Welcome to Warrior Within show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all, exploring the battles, the triumphs, and the resilient warriors in the society. Join us as we are on a journey to empower, to break stigma, to heal, and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Wilda.